Hello, I am Linda Jo Martin, the Book Lady, and I am here to do a tag. It is called the Favorite Childhood Book Tag. It was created by Anthony Andrews, and I'm putting his link in the description of the video on YouTube. This was his original tag, and he tagged me, and this is my version of his tag. So it starts out by asking, and I have all the questions right here in my very special notebook, which I am keeping for my YouTube channels. It is, first question, what was your favorite book as a child? I had a lot of different favorite books depending on which age you might want to consider me being as a child. So I'm just going to guess roughly 8 to 10 years old. I think maybe one of my favorite books at that age was Bartholomew and the Oobleck by Dr. Seuss. My mother gave me that book and I loved it, and I read it numerous times throughout my childhood. So what was your favorite film as a child? This one is easy. My favorite film as a child was Bambi. And I also liked Lady and the Tramp, but Bambi was my favorite. And then, what was your favorite song as a child? I think this one probably would be a little bit earlier in my childhood. I remember when I was around kindergarten age, I often sang Mary Had a Little Lamb. I don't know what my favorite song would have been when I was 8 to 10 years old. I just can't remember. That was a long time ago. What was your favorite TV program as a child? My favorite TV program was Captain Kangaroo. And this was a long time ago when TVs were new. And in fact, you might not realize this if you're like really young, but back when I was a child, all the TVs were in black and white. There was no color TV. That was a later invention, and so I watched Captain Kangaroo in black and white when I was a child. The next question is, what is the worst book you read as a child? And that honor goes to Millions of Cats by Wanda Gag. It is kind of violent towards the end, all the cats fighting with each other. I'm pretty sure most of you have read this book at some point. That book is terrible because of the way the cats were fighting at the end. Not good at all. So, what one character from your favorite book as a child would you like to meet and become friends with? And my choice is the bell ringer. There is a passage in Bartholomew and the Oobleck where he goes running up a long, crazy looking ladder into a bell tower where he wakes up the bell ringer, and the man pulls on the rope of his bell and finds out it is full of oobleck and will not ring. And so I thought that man would be really interesting to talk to, just to find out what his life in the tower was like, and did he get lonely, and what did he think about up there. So he's my choice. And the last question is, who will I tag? And I am choosing to tag Melissa of Melissa and Barsie Reid. So thank you, Anthony. I really enjoyed doing your tag and thinking about these books that I read once upon a time, long, long ago.